Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're going to talk about what does it mean to be a generative man. And in the King Within, accessing the King Male Psyche, Robert Moore talks about it. So let's get into it. I'm actually going to read a good majority of this. So let's get into it. A generative man, drawing on the characteristics of the archetype king, access the center transformer procreator structure or functions in the enteric way. He is creative self. He welcomes creativity in others. He provides a safe, containing space where the people around him can flourish. He offers encouragement and take care to really see others. In beholding his fellows, he mirrors and affirms them. He confirms their individuality and the reality of their suffering and their joy. He is conscious and sensitive to their underlying feelings and motives. He blesses their lives by sanctifying the fruits of their inner and outer labors. Because he himself is secure and centered, man can also man Man can allow others to be themselves. He does not experience them as extensions of himself, but recognizes when he is confusing his own motives and values, his own hopes and fears with those of others. He is not easily thrown out balance by others. Even hostile and aggressive people cannot easily get to him. His integrity is such that sarcasm, innuendo, accusation, and confrontation have little effect upon him. He can manage, in most situations, to defend his legitimate personal boundaries firmly and without hostility, yet when a wrathful response is called for, he is able to act aggressively. There are situations that involve clear and present changes. A generative man, drawing upon his warrior king, reserves response with vigor in those situations to neutralize his foes. A generative man seeks to free himself from enemy possession of all the power he needs for his own life. He can dispense the affirming energy of admiration to those who needs and deserves it. He confers and deserves riches, symbolic and material, upon members of his family, his friends, his business associates, and others. Rather than belittle others, he supports them in their attempts to contribute something of value to a society. And it goes into a leadership role, but basically a generative man is a giving man. A generative man is a man who is a giving man, but also a man who is centered, a man who is powerful, a man who is centered in his purpose. There's other things that a generative man is. Let's get into it. Let's see what else it says. In a leadership role, a generative man evaluates his subordinates' ideas and performance objectively with compassion. Others have good ideas. He celebrates them, implements them, and gives credit where credit is due. At home, he deserves praise upon his children when they come to him from mirroring. However, he never exaggerates his praise. He speaks the truth. So gives every member of his family a firm basis for self-evaluation and self-affirmation. His truthful words and actions help others feel their own reality and get a sense of their own authentic being. He deflates grandiosity and enables others to discover the realistic greatness. A generative man may be a mediator between the archetype of king and his fellow beings. He may be further along than others in accessing the king and the other mature masculine archetypes without being overwhelmed by them. He is a seasoned veteran for the dialogue between ego consciousness and the depths of the unconscious. He is familiar with the inner landscape we all share. Its dangerous pleasures, its angel, its demons, its illusions, and its truth. With the wisdom of his polarity, the generative man can help others in their efforts to integrate. He can reflect back to others what he hears their inner adversities and allies saying, because one time or another he's heard the same voices himself. So this is a powerful book, man. In order for us to give our lives together, in order for, a woman to submit to your will, you have to be a generative man. She has to feel your presence. She has to feel who you are. She has to feel your being. She has to, how are you being? Are you being a king? Are you embodying the king, warrior, magician, lover? All these different things that she's going to have to feel. So in order for her to submit to you, submission is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. So, most women, depending on the woman, will, if you're the right man for her and you guys are equally yoked, she'll submit to you. She will. So, I got to run because class is about to start, but I just wanted to add that in there and just wanted to get that in there for you guys. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And yeah, be a generative man. Get the book, The King Within by Robert Moore. He has other ones too that you can read. So thanks, guys. God bless. Take care. Bye bye. Done.